So the secret to getting things done and effective time management is, hey everyone, welcome back to the TED Talks Being Better channel. So I said channel now because it could be podcast, it could be YouTube. Today we're going to talk about time management. Now time is something that is running out. You can't make more of it, and once it's used, it's used. It's finite. Therefore, we have to use it effectively. Now, when we're growing a business, when we're buying a business, when we're maintaining one, time is one of the most important elements that we have. And everyone talks about how to use your time more effectively, how to speed things up, how to outsource, how to make things more efficient. So, I'm going to talk you through what I do, and I think also some more general tips and tricks to help you manage your time better, because work-life balance and all that kind of stuff, we also want time for our family and our friends and kids and partners and parents and going for a walk and just all the other stuff that we enjoy in life, right? And I think with increased productivity, less stress, and better overall health and balance, these are things you can achieve from having your time managed effectively. So the first thing is prioritization. There's this chart, it might be a quadrant, where it's urgency and importance. Now, some tasks are urgent and important. Some are not urgent and not important. Some are important, not urgent. And some are urgent, not that important. And so by using this kind of quadrant or this chart and plotting your daily things you have to do, or your weekly things, or even your bigger targets, this can help you prioritize them based on what's urgent and what's important. Now, you decide what's urgent and important to an extent. Of course, if you have customers calling and saying this needs doing that, then that's different. It's kind of decided for you. But a lot of the time in your own business, you will be the one attaching a priority to that. Now, what that means is, this is where your subjectivity comes into it, and you may not classify things correctly, but over time, your business, your market, your customers, I think they'll give you some feedback, whether you want it or not, on if the things that you were placing as urgent, important, or not. So you might make mistakes at the start. However, the reality is, as time goes on, you'll get better at prioritizing them. But that's important. You don't want to be sitting there, spending the first 7 hours on a task that actually you could have done later, because X, Y, Z is a lot more pushing and is in front of that. So time blocking. Now, you can do this in a few different ways. What's quite nice is, like on your email calendar, once you have your tasks for the day, which might be the night before or on the day, however you like to do it, is to block out time. So you've got, say, from 9 to 5. All right, 9 to 10, put a block there and say, working on editing videos and creating content outlines for next videos, and then half an hour break, whatever. And then, from 10:30 to 12:30, working on building out the marketing team, hiring people, working on recruitment, things like that. And after that, you say lunch break, take a break, blah, blah, blah. And then you say from 2 to 3, working on the accounts, getting all this data in place, blah, blah, blah. And you stick to those. Now, obviously within it, you can use whatever technique of planning you like. Generally speaking, lock out the time. It's in your calendar. No calls can come in. Nothing can happen. Phone down. I'm working on that task. This can help big time. What's that? Social media. Such a distraction, right? Now, it might be a key part of your business, and branding, social media is a big part of a lot of businesses nowadays, and it should be. But it's so easy to get distracted by these things, to just open it up because of a notification. Next thing you know, you're on Instagram. Next thing you know, flipping heck, it's 10 minutes later and I'm still watching videos of rabbits. Stop the scroll. Okay, it's important. You need to minimize distractions. And a lot of phones nowadays have a do not disturb mode. If you flip it on its face, it automatically goes into do not disturb mode. I know Androids have it, Google Pixels have it. So check it out in the settings, because that's quite nice. You can't see the screen and it's in do not disturb mode. And put it away. Like, I find if it's in my pocket, I do like in my pocket, if it's out of sight, then I'm thinking I'll put it over here somewhere, over there on the shelf. It's sort of out of sight and out of mind, and in do not disturb mode. Now, could I get a really urgent call? Yes. Do I ever get calls really that are so urgent they couldn't wait 40 minutes or an hour? No, I never. That just doesn't happen. Maybe in your business, if you're someone who is on call, on demand, you maybe need to think of something different. But, I suppose what I'm talking about more is deep work, where you're trying to focus and do the work and not get distracted by other things, writing an essay, writing content, whatever it is. There's focus apps as well for your phone, for your computer, that can help you. Dark mode. I think Apple has some focus mode where it like shadows everything, I'm not sure. But there's also tools and tricks for that as well. So earlier on, I spoke about delegating tasks. Now, it is important. There's a really good book somewhere on my shelf called, I'm going to grab it for you, Who, Not How. This, honestly, this Bright Yellow, I might even read this again. It's such a good book. And to be fair, he does repeat himself, but that's the beauty of it as well, because you learn. And it just talks about when you have a task, when you have, I need to do this, we have to do that. That's due. Don't think, how do I do that? Okay, I'm gonna computer, write this, do that. You should think, who can do that? And when you get into that mindset, it changes things drastically. So I'm filming this video right now. That's it. I'm gonna upload it. My editor will edit it. VA will organize it. Copywriter will write the caption. Except I'm done. I'm recording this and I'm done. Diva style, baby. This is it. Just walk off stage and it's done. That's fine. I paid for that. Yeah, I lose money because of that, but I'm paying to get my time back, right? Something we spoke about earlier. So this book, honestly, such a good book. I read it and then just changed how I look at things. And I appreciate at the start, you may not have the funds to outsource things. You are going to be more howing than hooing. And I think in the book, they're a bit American and blasé about it. And they're like, yeah, you can totally outsource from the beginning. Don't worry about that. And it's just like, okay. However, you will reach a stage where you can't do it yourself. You need others and it's just easier. You know, I'm not good at everything downstream of this video. I'm good at this. So let me do this. And the people who are good at the other stuff, they can do that. You know, everyone is doing what they're good at. Surely that's what you should be doing, right? Procrastination for the nation. Set specific deadlines, avoid distractions, use a Pomodoro timer, Google it, Pomodoro technique, really good, focus 20 minutes. For some reason your body is really competitive and then chill for 5 or 10 minutes and then go again. Sounds silly, it's just a timer, it works, yeah? Like it honestly works. I'm sure there's some science behind it as well, but you know, breaking your task down into smaller, more manageable things. You know, if your to-do list says, I've got to write 7,000 words today, that's a lot. Can we break it down? Can we break it down when you do it and say, right, I'm gonna write half the captions here, 4 now, 2 later, 2 later. Or if you have a task that's finish collecting documents, what if there's 100 documents? Today, I'm going to get 25 documents sorted. In fact, in the morning it's 10, in the afternoon it's 15. Now break it down to more manageable chunks. No, I won't do it. Saying no. It's important. The more things you say yes to, the more time it gets distracted or wasted. Now, this doesn't mean you turn down opportunities. It doesn't mean that you don't go to networking events. It doesn't mean you don't do things that you want to do. But it just means that you don't just say yes to every single thing. You think about why you're doing this, how you're doing it. The difference it's going to make to your business. The difference it's going to take from your business. Is it an investment or is it a cost? So think about that. And there's really good tools like the Eisenhower matrix, the GTD method, the Pomodoro technique. Check these out for managing your time better. One I really like is Toggle. I think it's TOG.L or TO.GL. I don't know, it'll be here somewhere. Check it out because it's really good for tracking your time, understanding what you're spending time on, and therefore you can also look at the outcomes to see if what you spend time on is effective, but also really good for measuring. And that measurement is important for effective time management because you need to know, what am I spending my time on? Where am I spending it? How am I doing it? Is it getting me what I want to do? So people, look, prioritize, block your time out, avoid distractions, delegate tasks, avoid procrastination, say no, use time management tools, and measure and improve and adapt on your success and your failures or your lessons. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button, and if you're on Spotify, etc., make sure you leave a review, people.